Welcome back to Let's Try Roleplay. This is episode 11 of the Great Capital Bake Off. I'm Connor, and I'll be playing Tholme, the human rogue.
I'm Robert, and I'll be playing Nine, the Tiefling Paladin.
I'm James, and I'll be playing Ibathane, the Dragonborn Sorcerer.
And I'm Henry, your DM.
Previously on Let's Try Roleplay. Hey! Right. Okay, we just had to fight a little bunch of ghosts. We were supposed to be resurrecting Fyodor, but this did not go to plan. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. This cleric definitely needs to be fired. I mean, everything seemed to be going well, and then less well, and then immediately tentacles came out of everywhere and started attacking Nine. And then we were fighting them, I was casting spells, Tholme was stabbing, Nine was slashing. Then it turns out Craig is a bard? I mean, don't know what the fuck is going on there, but we did lots of fighting. It was a whole big thing. And then afterwards, we beat them, which went well, but I'm so tired now, and all of us got quite badly hurt. And I guess now we don't have Fyodor back, and they're not going to try again, and I guess we're gonna go to the guard tower and question those people and see what they know, and hopefully we'll be able to try again later with a more competent cleric.
Tholme's gonna crawl around the pew. Imagine like he's injured. He's not actually. He's just gonna hop over the pew, and run up to Craig probably.
Can I give Craig 5, so use up my remaining, because I give myself some more lay on hands. I like to give Craig 10
Okay.
of my lay on hands.
That will put him back to almost full.
Cool.
Yeah. So as these spectral forms disappear, Potion Seller will turn to all of you and it's like, well, I wasn't expecting that. I've never seen that before.
Do you know what that was?
Not a clue.
This is the first time.
Best of luck as you. I know as much as you, I think, at this point.
I want to go over to the cleric.
He's kind of like sitting on the floor, just like I don't understand.
You're a shit cleric.
I don't know what just happened. I'm not. I'm one of the lead clerics here.
Where the fuck was the help?
What? I'm not a combatant. I've spent my whole. I can't fight.
Can you heal?
I mean, yes, but I'm not in.
I don't know if you noticed
circumstances.
when I died, but that's pretty helpful if you heal
I can.
people.
I can heal you now, but I'm a pacifist. I can't
Right, heal
take
me.
part. Sure thing. He'll reach out a hand, put it on your shoulder. What's your current HP?
15 out of 48.
Cool. He will cast it.
He will cast it as high a fucking level as he can fucking possibly.
Ibathane is looking at his character sheet as he's debating what level to use.
That's like a healthy amount of dice.
One more.
You're damn right, one more.
26 HP back.
I will take it.
I mean, he wasn't the only one in the fight.
Sure thing. And he'll give you all of you take back 26, apart from Tholme because he saw that he didn't really get hit.
Fuck! I've now got like 70 health.
Yeah, of course.
I'm on 41.
I've basically regained all my health.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't fight, but I have no idea what that was.
So had you started the resurrection spell already?
Yes, that should have worked.
You're obviously not.
Right,
a very
come on,
good
let's try again.
I'm sorry, but I refuse. I actually want that. I want that body out of my church. I don't know what that was.
We could just leave him with it.
Those were not. That was not the souls of somebody who's just died.
I think they
Can
were
I-
made
They
out
were
of his
angry.
soul.
They were vicious. But as I summoned them, I got a glimpse into what they were, and they were not good.
Could you?
And
They
when
were-
you summoned them.
I essentially I think so. I tried to open I don't know where they came from. I was trying to draw back on Fyodor's soul, and they forced their way in from I don't know where.
Can I have a look over the body again?
Yeah, sure.
26.
Yeah, what you looking for?
Shit, you're good at looking.
Is there anything different from when I've looked at it before?
Nope, not really. It's been a bit cleaned up. Like a bunch of the blood's been cleaned off. They've
Yeah.
kind of tried to piece back together a bunch of stuff, but nothing seems that different.
Yeah, no, I saw that they, it looks like they were made out of his soul. Like some of his soul, when I saw it with my soul sight.
I mean, first of all, you're what? But,
My soul sight.
Right.
I can see souls.
Okay.
Yours is yellow.
Good. Thank.
Like the
thank,
piss on your trousers.
thank
Oh,
you.
what?
Colour of.
I don't know. I felt as though I drew back on something of Fyodor, but I couldn't. It's hard to describe, but it's like pulling on a rope, and I could pull on the rope a bit, and I could only see part of the rope. But as I pulled on it, something came with it, and that was those three things. And I don't know where they came
Right,
from.
so they probably used him to come back, but aren't actually
So is
him.
that... But there's a force field around this city, but they could manage to get in through
Maybe if
the
they've
astral
created
plane
it.
or some bullshit like
I
that.
don't know where they came from, but it's.
Huh.
I don't.
What is your
I don't
name?
like it.
Daniel.
Bob.
My name is Daniel.
Right, okay, write that down. Tony, we're going to put that in the report to the Emperor. That Daniel gone done fucked up.
I mean, I will be
Daniel
Reporting-
Peepee Pants.
back to some of my higher ups, and it will get back to the Emperor anyway. I don't know what that was. I can tell you now. I've done many a resurrection in my time, and that was not. Usually resurrections are straightforward with this kind of thing. He's only been dead a few hours.
Right. Well, I mean, I know we want to rest. We did say that we were going to go and see this guy that was coming on shift at 11.
I mean, we could go do that.
So are you
What's going to happen to the body, though?
just? So when you did the resurrection, you didn't. Could you feel his soul?
Not a bit of it. I grabbed like it's
I saw a
it's
bit
hard
of it.
unless you've done one. It's hard to describe the feeling, but you can kind of describe it as I grabbed a hold of what I could, and usually you just kind of take it, and because usually the soul will be around near where the body died until such a time as we do the rites of the funerary rites, and they go to join the Emperor. But of course, we wouldn't have done this with Fyodor. It's hard. I felt like I grabbed hold of what was there, but it's almost like nothing. There was nothing else. And then as I pulled, something came with it from I don't know where. I've never felt that energy before.
Is it possible, hypothetically, I like that word,
Nice.
that if whoever attacked him could someone steal his soul and imbue another soul to reside within or near where his soul could be?
I don't.
Or destroy his soul.
Maybe. I mean, he definitely didn't feel all there. But those three things, they were something. They felt ancient. I felt an ancient anger, far older than anything I've felt like centuries, if not longer, of resentment and anger. And I don't know where they came from.
Is there someone who would know? Or has anyone ever had experience like this? Or who's the highest in your order?
Not in any of my studies. I haven't. I'm one of the higher ranking people here. There's the bishops and the archbishops that are above me, but I've never heard any documentation of something like this. At least, not documented within our library.
Can Tommy do a history check of that time you read the monster manual?
Yeah, sure. What were the 3 things that you learned about?
It was
Geography.
history or
Geography.
yeah, geography.
Could you do geography?
That wouldn't make any difference.
It was arcana. No, it wasn't. It was history, nature, religion.
All right.
Religion-y.
None of
Not
that
really
would come
any of
into
them,
this, unfortunately.
Not really. Cool. Animal handling. Right. Well, what do we do with the body?
We I mean, we can. We'll preserve it.
Do that.
And then, as we can't revive him, we'll
Yet.
probably send his body back to his home country. This is really bad.
If you preserve it, can we try again later?
I mean,
If we fix this,
honestly, I refuse.
what about anyone better?
There are a few better than me, but sure.
Would they? Yeah. Well, if we preserve it, that's not like permanent. No more revive possible.
Yeah, it
Yes.
would theoretically be possible again.
Okay.
Um,
Preserve it, and then have it sent to my room. I am in the west wing, in the tower with all the other dragonborn. Send it to our common room.
You really
I mean, we
want the
won't be-
vector for these fucking ghosty
Yeah.
dudes in
we
your
won't
room?
be sending.
You want it to go with other people we don't know?
We'll be keeping him here in. Oh, no, we won't. We don't want him here. I honestly don't know where we'll be sending him, but it's kind of out of my hands. He's a foreign diplomat.
I know someone who'd be very willing to take it.
Who?
It's a woman called Selenia.
Shit, have it sent to Selenia's room.
Once again, we're not going to be sending it to a room. We're going to be keeping it in storage somewhere.
Okay, still keep it in storage until we
send
we are the supreme detectives.
I know for a fact that you're not.
We are. I show him our badges.
He looks at them. He's just like,
I
whatever.
kind of point at the order, being like,
She's.
We'll give you the go-ahead as when you can send it back out of storage, or when we want to try again. But orders from the Emperor. Can't double-check that in the amount of time we have right now. Anyway, guys, we've got to go.
let us know where his body gets sent.
I
But
mean,
it's
yeah,
ideally
sure.
this will need to try again. This man is a very, I'm sure you think he's
I-
a very, very important.
I know,
diplomat.
but from what I felt, I don't know if it'd be possible. But sure.
Nothing's impossible if you try. No, don't say
You've got
that.
to believe.
I do.
Don't you believe?
I have a great
Are
amount
you
of faith.
saying the Emperor's power is limited?
Daniel.
Look, I have to go and report this and probably reconsecrate this place. Evil has been in here.
Yeah, you
I
can
have a
do
lot.
that.
I have a lot to do.
I mean, I'm not that
If
bad.
you will, please leave.
That's rude.
We
I mean, he said please.
I have lots of work, and he looks at like the blood splatters, cleaning to do.
Oh yeah, fuck this
Some
guy.
of that-
Finally turns around, and just walks out.
I must admit, some of that is me.
do.
Right, let's go.
Quite a lot of it's you, actually.
Well, you know what? Fuck you.
I'll go to. Can I help? Craig's still blinded, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'll go to help Craig up.
Is he still blinded?
yeah, he's just blood
It's
in
only
his
another
eyes.
6 seconds.
The best thing about all of this conversation is he's had an invisible mage hand giving him the finger the whole time, right in front of his
Okay.
face,
Nice.
like
as,
here.
I'm as we walk out, and I just go, I just like nudge the potion seller, look down, and be like, "Fucking weird cake."
Not a fan of it. It's some bad eggs.
The miasmas everywhere.
I think it might have been off. Maybe. I don't know how to do this metaphor.
No,
Not
it's a
much.
fucked up egg.
Green eggs and ham.
Fucking bad flour. Bugs in it
Yeah,
or something.
It's not flour. You use salt instead.
yeah,
Of flour.
ghost flower.
Could happen.
Flour.
That's gross.
Gulawa.
Don't like that. Where are we going now?
We're going
What
to
time
the
is it?
guardhouse.
Guard barracks.
Ooh,
What time is it?
Probably about 10.
Yeah, he comes on like 11ish.
Nah, it'd be like 9:30. That combat was only like a couple rounds, so it'd be like 9:30.
Okay, Craig, you're still on the team.
Yes,
Can you see Craig?
a bit.
A little bit.
I
Okay.
need to wash my face, but yeah.
Okay. Wish I knew create water so I could just splash him in the fucking face. I use prestidigitation to de-soil his face.
Okay, yeah.
His face
He's
is
like,
less than 2
thank
foot
you.
across.
My
isn't it?
eyebrows are. Oh, where are my eyebrows gone? Oh, no.
I use prestidigitation to fake some eyebrows on his face. Look, they're there. That's fine.
Oh, I can see them. He gets out a mirror and he's just like, oh, they're well drawn.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. What's strange? 10 foot. Don't leave. Well, I'm gonna ask you to leave 10 foot now. Right. You need to go and find Greg.
Greg?
Gregor.
Gregor.
I need you to go
Okay.
find Gregor
Yeah,
and tell him what happened here.
I will.
And then come meet us back at the guard tower.
Which one?
The one that you can see from our room.
I haven't been to your room.
It's the one next to the west wing.
Sure.
Yeah, Greg will tell you which one it is.
Okay.
So you go to him. His name is definitely Greg. Call him Greg.
Greg.
Will do.
He's really, really anal about this.
Okay.
Okay, Craig?
Uh-huh.
Look at me, Craig.
I'm looking at
Greg.
you. Greg.
Craig.
Craig.
You're Craig.
I'm Craig.
He's Craig.
He's Greg.
Good.
Is it spelled the same?
Probably. You can't read, Craig.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't. Anyway, you need to go to Greg, tell him what happened here, and then come meet us at the guard tower.
Will do.
Fantastic.
Stay at the hotel. Hotel. Holiday.
Right, so are we going
Need a
along?
spa day.
How do we kill time for an hour and a half?
Just go and chat to whatever guards are there.
Short rest.
Get to a short rest.
I can't get anything for a short rest. Though.
Neither can I.
I don't think I can get anything either.
No.
I'm wearing my
HP
fluffy
back.
robe so I can get some HP back.
You can.
We've all got. Well, I've got full HP.
Well, how far away is it to the guard tower? Is it
From where you
half
are,
an hour?
probably about half hour walk.
Yes, we just take a.
Well, it took half an hour and it's a maxi taxi.
Not to here.
Yeah.
You're.
Oh no, I fucked up really bad, didn't I? Because I went and met the guy who was lost.
Yeah,
at
but
sea.
you're like at the. Like
No, I think he
you're
comes
at the
on.
palace.
Where did we go?
I think he comes on at 10 because Andrew came on or Philip came on at 10 at shift for handover. So I think they come on at 10.
10 or 11?
10-ish.
10.
Let's
Let's
just-
just may as well
that's
go.
not
We'll
long.
go
go
there.
back.
We'll go there and see if he's there, and if he's not, we'll short rest it until he turns up.
I know. Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
he's
I like
probably
it.
dead.
Okay, we walk over.
Okay, you go over to the because you're at the palace now, so it'll be like a 15 minute walk.
Can I get Gary to just fly on ahead and just have a look and
Yeah,
check
sure.
that it's not.
Yeah, nice.
Gary flies on ahead, doesn't report much back at all.
Cool.
Checks it's not on fire.
Probably just goes and finds some bugs and has a munch.
As a nibble.
Yeah, has a nibble.
Fucking.
You send him on a mission, and he's off just eating.
That's my girl.
But yeah, it takes you 20 minutes or so to walk over to the guard tower, and the same dwarf, I think it was a dwarf, wasn't it, standing outside.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo looks up at you, just like, oh, you're back.
We all look beaten and battered, slightly singed robe.
You're not looking. Well, you've had a day, huh?
I get an Irish accent.
You've had a day.
We've had an evening.
I
And
can
a
tell.
morning.
Last time you saw us, we were squid.
That you were.
We were squid?
Remember we had the whole squid thing?
We were squid?
I can't fully remember what the squid
There was a
thing
squid involved.
There was a squid involved. In
Oh,
No,
that.
I
the
think it was jokes about you polymorphing into a squid to
Yeah,
help intimidate him.
I remember the squids didn't.
Yeah. I can tell you've had quite a day. You're looking pretty worse for wear.
Actually, I'm all right.
I mean, as a group.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
you're covered in blood. I don't
I'm
know whether it's
pulling the
yours or.
average down.
I mean, it looks like it's your blood, so I think you've had a bad time.
Yeah, I got the weird blood.
Yeah, yeah. Is Morrow on shift?
I mean, he'll be coming on shift soon.
Cool.
We're just waiting for them. They usually arrive soonish.
He's going up to the top, yeah?
Is he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he was up top last night, so he might be down here tonight. We do it in pairs, switching back and forth. But we'll all go upstairs to like hand over when they get here.
Oh, okay, we'll go
Okay,
up to
cool.
the top then.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll. I messaged the guys. Do we want to like try and hide in the room and see if we can hear a conversation that they have, or do we just want to go up and meet them?
I mean, I could just.
Sure, I'm not good. I'm a 6'8" dragon man,
I mean, I could just zone the truth him.
and I could detect his thoughts.
Or intimidate him.
Can I detect his thoughts? I have spell slots to spare. One.
I can alter self.
This is gonna be bad.
Morrow.
Do just remember that the reason it worked last time was because I rolled on that one. Like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
can we just remember that if you do it in front of that fucker again, and it fails, he's gonna realise what happened.
I just want to be there at the handover when he's just sitting there really quiet, and I'm like, "You all right, Philip?" I'm like, "Yeah, yes, no, I'm fine. I'm
How do
fine."
you know my name's Philip now?
Okay,
we've,
yeah.
As part of our inspection of the barracks, we've been asked that we just observe one of the handovers.
I mean, it's not a problem.
We're just gonna go up
It'll
top.
probably just be boring. We haven't really seen much today.
I imagine you'd have some stuff to talk about, though, seeing that you are the guard and someone just got murdered.
Someone got murdered.
Oh shit, man! No, somebody baked the cake. There was a cake.
Wait, somebody got murdered?
No, there was a cake.
Someone got morrowed. It's a. Shut up, Thomas. It's a
We're
fucking
playing.
joke.
We're playing. Oh, it's a drill.
Oh, right.
It's a drill.
Sorry, we
I'm
haven't
just
really been
playing giggles with
informed
you,
about that. Maybe we have.
It's a 7 for deception.
My friend upstairs is
mate. Oh, I can do this.
been acting weird all day. I'm not really sure why. We met for lunch.
Okay. What's his name?
Andrew.
Andrew.
All right. Okay, I saw it.
That's weird. He didn't happen to have a brother called Philip who was lost at sea, did he?
I think he did.
I think I met him earlier today.
Did you? Philip's back. I love Philip.
Yeah, he had the big beard,
Oh,
a
Philip.
football with like a
You're
smudgy
really
face
happy.
on it.
Philip never could grow a beard.
Called it Wilson.
Philip never could grow a beard.
I mean, that's what like getting lost at sea does to a man.
Oh, I wonder what he's been up to.
Lost at sea, probably.
It's a shame. Andrew will be really happy. I mean, do you know if his dad's back? He lost his dad too.
What
at
was
sea.
he lost?
He was
Shit!
Got lost together.
Jesus,
What was his
don't let
name?
Andrew near the sea.
His name was Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Eric got lost at sea as well.
Fuck.
Did they ever come back?
No, we've never seen either of them.
This family.
They were on a family boat trip together.
Oh.
Philip and Eric were the only two people that could go.
Fuck.
Andrew
Just realised
was,
you're going on with the fucking green arrow metaphor.
Andrew was at work, so he couldn't go along. He was supposed to join them, but he never could.
We should never let Andrew go near the sea, though. But it's probably like a family thing.
family curse.
I'm sorry about the murder joke. That was bad taste for me.
Look, honestly, I'm nearly going home. I just want to go to bed at this point. So
No.
go upstairs.
You
I
got a
don't mind.
wife?
I used to.
Oh fuck.
What happened to her? Was she lost at sea?
She
Lost in the jungle.
She slept with Philip.
She
She went on the boat trip with Andrew.
I was tempted to go for that, but that's going too hard into the green hour. She just I don't really like to talk about it. She met another man with a lot more money than I have.
Fuck.
Is he still alive?
For now,
Do you want to keep it that way?
no.
You willing to pay?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, fine.
I said that was just bad taste.
As I said, he's got a
bad
lot
taste
more,
again, mate.
As I
That's
said,
another-
he's got a lot more money than I have, and I'm a royal guard, so I would never consider doing something so heinous.
Just having a giggle with you, mate.
Not. But we would definitely look the other way if you did.
Thank you.
Nice. I like you.
Good
Not,
to know.
not sure about
Um,
big MP himself, but
I'm also really not sure about and he'll just look at the Order of the Gauntlet symbol on Nine's chest, be like, really not sure I want to be having this conversation again. Having a conversation with you like this again.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't even remember what we spoke about last time. So.
Neither do I, in real life. But oh well, it'd be on recording.
What? You're recording us?
No,
Okay.
maybe.
You wearing a wire?
I've just walked in at this point.
You're upstairs by now.
Jesus.
Yeah, right there.
At which point Andrew's probably like, "Oh my god, you're back!" The Dragonborn walks in. The one that wasn't real.
Do you all walk upstairs then?
Yeah, go walk upstairs.
Alright, cool. You all walk upstairs just as you are. I hope.
Who's there?
Are you all upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You all, Andrew's kind of standing upstairs and he's looking pretty bad, looking kind of stressed. He's had a day. He's just like, hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah?
Is the Dragonborn real?
Of course I'm real. Why would I not
Okay,
be
good.
real?
And hello, I swear I recognize you all. Oh my god. This is such a weird day.
I don't recognise you.
Oh, I don't
I've never
recognize
seen you
either.
before in my life.
No.
We were sent to do an inspection of the barracks. We're here to observe one of your handovers.
Right. Okay. That's fine. They should be here pretty
Oh,
soon.
I've got.
He looks at the sundial on his wrist.
That's weird.
That doesn't
like-
work indoors.
He's kind of outdoors. He kind of puts it out towards the
How does it work at all? You have to orientate yourself to north.
Yeah.
But wait, is your name? We were being told by the dwarf downstairs of the name I forget. Your name is Andrew, yes?
Yeah. Yes. That's
Your
my
brother
name.
Philip lost at sea.
Yeah, he was.
I met him earlier. He's back.
Philip's back.
Big beard.
Philip couldn't grow a beard.
Lost at sea. What is so difficult to get? Nobody gets it.
Philip's back.
I don't have hair. I'm pretty sure I could grow a beard if I was.
And you know
lost at
Eric
sea.
as well? Eric?
My
He's
dad.
probably
Not
dead.
back.
Not back. He's
No,
probably
no.
dead.
Yeah.
It's a
Not
bit
him.
dodge.
But Philip.
Philip's back. I mean,
I hope he,
if you
I
want
hope
to
he
like,
comes to say hello.
did you see anything on your shift today?
Not really.
Well, if you want
well. And he gets a
What
sort
you
of
mean?
distant, glassed over look in his eye.
Oh shit, that weird thing.
We have
I mean,
traumatized this poor
nothing I-
boy.
We're just asking.
I
We
want
need,
to repeat.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
we flash our
Nothing.
badges. I'm really sorry, mate. We're needing to ask questions.
All right. Nothing happened.
All right, if you want
Today.
to piss off and go see Philip,
I mean, I need to hand over.
that's fine. We can do it for you.
No,
Nothing to
no,
see.
No, I mean,
I mean, she's
Look,
literally Order of the Gauntlet.
look, things have happened today, and I need to do everything by the book.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. I'm
I mean,
just
I
trying to
spent
help
most-
a brother
I s-
out, but
I spent most of the day just cleaning.
oh,
Cleaning, cleaning, and you look at his hands are red raw from
no, you
scrubbing.
gave him so much shit for that.
I did.
I mean, are you happy to see that the place is super clean?
Oh, this.
It's sparkling.
You could eat off the floor. I did earlier. 'Cause I
I
didn't want to have to do any more washing up.
I think
Right.
even the Emperor would be impressed by this.
He's not coming back. I mean, coming, is he?
Coming
back?
I don't.
Oh,
Okay.
Are you sure you're safe to be
I've had a-
working?
Yeah, I'm just tired.
I mean, honestly, it seems like you've had a lot. I mean, I'm more than happy and qualified to pass on that
No,
you've had nothing
it's
happen.
fine.
I turn to Nine and I'm like, sorry, I'm sure Sarah will look after him when he gets
It's,
Unless Philip's
do
gone
you
to
know
see
Sarah?
her.
We've read your file.
how do you know Sarah?
You don't want to
Said-
know.
home. I didn't say. Did I say Sarah?
I'm pretty
I
sure you
didn't-
said Sarah.
No, I didn't say anything. Sorry.
Okay, I mean, she'll be coming to meet me because she always meets me after work.
Oh,
Oh,
that's nice.
is
Yeah.
she nice?
You could
Is she nice?
fucking echoes back in here.
Once again, glassed over look in his eye, and she goes, "She's lovely.
Wasn't it you wanted to marry her as
I'm
well?
so proud of her.
You should marry her.
I'm probably gonna.
You
ask
want
her
me to do
soon.
it for
You should
you?
ask her tonight. You never know what's gonna happen. I mean, ever.
Is that a threat?
No, I mean, you know, weird shit happens all the time.
He'll be like, can you roll persuasion for that?
I can. Is he scared of me?
A little bit.
Can I roll intimidation instead, just for no reason?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
You should marry her tonight.
You should marry it. You never
You
know what's
never
gonna
know
happen.
What's going to happen?
Do you know what I mean?
Fuck, he is doing this. He's 25. He's doing this.
All right. He kind of looks and he's just like, I suppose my brother and dad were lost at sea. You never know when I could get lost at sea too.
Don't go near the sea.
I'm not
seriously.
going to, but they didn't plan on it either.
Don't even consider getting married
They
at the
literally
beach.
did. They decided to go on a holiday, only the two of them, but they could only make it.
I know.
I mean, the emperor. The emperor teaches all of his students in the order that we can officiate weddings, just like he is
can as
willing
well.
to as well.
Do you want to get married right here, right now?
When we still need to get
He
a long
looks in-
way.
He looks in his pocket and he reaches into a pocket and pulls out a small box and opens it up and there's a very, very nice ring in there. He's like, I think I might.
Hello and welcome to the middle bit. Christmas is over and it's back to the grind.
Wow, that was a really depressing opening. Just me again this week. The other guys are all super, super busy as well. So, and I'm the only one with access to a microphone easily at the moment. So, yeah, you're stuck with me for a couple of weeks now at least. The other guys have all been busy working. I've been busy working, but we've all managed to have the time to watch The Witcher on Netflix. And no spoilers at all here, but it's really, really fucking good. We all really, really loved it. I'm not actually sure where the other guys have got up to. I'm pretty sure Henry's seen it all, and I'm pretty convinced that Robin has seen all of it. Although Connor, I'm not sure if he's seen. We watched the first episode together, and I'm not sure if he's seen past that. But I imagine Robin will have forced him to watch it. I hope she has, because it's brilliant and he'll love it. It's got super D&D vibes at like certain bits of it as well, which is really cool. But yeah, I really like the Witcher games. I am at some point I'm going to start playing The Witcher 3 for the third time, because I played it through once and lost my save file, and well, I got decently into it. Then I played it through again, and then my PlayStation got stolen, so I lost my save file. So I'm gonna have to start again. I was a decent way into it the last time I played, so yeah, I need to play that again. I've played The Witcher 2. I've never actually played the original Witcher game, but I really, really like it, and I think, like a lot of people, this series has, for me, really, really got me interested in reading the books. So I'm definitely going to give them a go at some point, which would be fantastic, because I hear they're properly good. And the first 2 books apparently are like short stories, which I think are what the first season is based off, is most of the short stories, which is nice because, when you're sort of busy and you're trying to fit work around podcasting and all that sort of stuff, having like a short story to read is much easier than a whole book, which is quite cool. So that's definitely very tempting to me. And apparently the book sales have gone up quite a bit since the series came out, which is really cool. So it's really nice that everything Witcher's doing really well. I think the game is now like, its sales are as high as its release at the moment, which is great. It's really nice that this series has done so well that everything else Witcher is doing well as well, which is so cool. Henry Cavill is like damn near perfect as Geralt, and I heard that every single stunt is performed by Cavill himself, so like there's no moment where the Witcher is on scene that it isn't him. Even if his hand comes on from off screen or something, that's always Henry Cavill. So there's no point where you see The Witcher and it's not Henry Cavill, which is really, really cool. And the other performances are just like really, really good. Yennefer is just fantastic. She's really, really brilliantly done. And then other characters within it that I don't want to talk about much because they're not in, the other characters that aren't Yennefer and Geralt really aren't in the trailer a huge amount, so I don't know how much I want to talk about them without giving spoilers away, so I'll leave it there for now. But it's a properly good show. It definitely leads in to the second series. It's like very reliant on there being a second series, so it's great that we're getting that. Unfortunately, it is in like just over a year's time. I think it's like early 2021 I think it's coming out, so that really sucks because I really, really want it now. What else has happened? I mean, we finished The Mandalorian. I don't know if I spoke about that, but finished The Mandalorian a few weeks ago, and that was fantastic. It was really, really brilliant show, and I can't wait for the second season of that, which apparently is coming out near the end of this year. I think they filmed it back to back, or pretty close with a very short break in between. I believe I saw Jon Favreau talking about it in an interview, and he said that they were already like well underway with the second season. I think they're even like got bits of it being edited at the moment and stuff. So like that's properly underway, which is really cool to hear. So hopefully, it won't be too long until maybe we get some trailers in the late summer or something for the Mando 2, which would be really, really good. So yeah, and I really, really loved both of those series, and they've been keeping me going in the dark winter months, which has been super depressing because I've had to work through Christmas, which sucks. But oh well, it's been a really, really great time for TV at the moment, I think. And then yeah, what else has been going on? We're still editing, we're still mixing, things are still coming out. I apologise for this episode being late. I had to drive back up to Glasgow from way far down south, so we're which took a lot longer than I was expecting it to take because the M6 was closed. So if you're responsible for closing the M6, then I'm not your friend at the moment. Not at all. I wish horrible things upon you because, god damn it, I had to drive through so many tiny little villages with everybody that was supposed to be on the M6. If you don't know what the M6 is, look it up. It's a motorway. That's what we in Britain call a road. It's a big road. I didn't prepare anything for this. I've pulled a Henry and just winged it, and now I am just completely losing control of the situation. I think really there's nothing else to say except for sorry, this episode is late. It just it didn't happen last night when I was supposed to be doing it, so now it's happening now. It's currently 11:55 on Sunday, the 12th of the 1st, 2020. So if you're wondering why it's late, you're listening to it pretty late on that day, that's because I'm literally at midday recording this middle bit, so yeah, it's not going well. But no, yeah, cool. I hope you enjoy this episode. I genuinely think coming up is one of the funniest, or not just the best bits that we've ever recorded, and some of the most fun we've ever had recording. So I really hope you enjoy that. This is genuinely one of my favourite episodes that I've ever edited, so I really hope that everybody else enjoys it as much as we did. So yeah, go and enjoy it. I won't keep you any longer with my random rambling, so enjoy it. Bye. Henry loves you. Bye.
All I've really wanted all day was to give her a hug. So yeah, I'm going to propose to her tonight.
We'll marry you right here.
I hope she says yes.
She'll say yes, probably.
Where do you want to go? Where's the spot?
I mean, I always loved the gardens here. It's where we met.
Is that downstairs?
Aww.
Is that close by?
Yeah, just outside.
Oh, cool. How high is your persuasion?
His persuasion.
I want to know what his odds.
Or my intimidation. Marry him.
I think that's a perfect opportunity for another outing of.
I really want to burn a couple of spell slots on this.
Why?
Because I want to detect thoughts on her to see if she does say yes, does she really mean it?
Aww. Zone of Truth, marry me. No.
Yes! How many spell slots
wasting-
you got?
No, I can't. I need the with the Zone of Truth for tomorrow.
Fair
I
enough.
need the.
And I need the detect thoughts.
Persuasion, he's got a 4+.
Oh, he's got.
You
I
can
mean,
do this.
So he looks at you, he's like, I think I've got a 4+. I did a personality test.
Can we wait for Sarah to arrive?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
You wait
Can we
for...
I think we're probably doing the crossover, the handover first. Though,
Yeah,
aren't
probably, yeah.
Okay,
Short rest until that, right?
Okay. You don't quite make it to a short rest, about half an hour later.
Fuck.
Guy's downstairs name.
Fernando.
Fernando.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo comes upstairs, accompanied by two men. One is a human, middle-aged.
Is he middle-aged? Is he?
Bit of a beard, yeah, a bit of a scraggly grey beard. And the other one is a sort of olive-skinned half-elf. No, elf. Half-elf.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
As they come upstairs, Lorenzo says, "It's like, gotta do the handover. I've said to these two that we've got some gauntlet people sitting in. Luckily, it's been pretty uneventful all day, so this won't take too long." So then they all kind of sit down together. You'll probably or like just stand around, and the tan-skinned, olive-skinned half-elf says, "So did you see anything during the day? Did you see anything during the day of any significance?" And they'll both report back. Just like, no, nothing, boring as usual. Basically, a couple people. I did catch Lorenzo. Like I did catch a young teenage couple snogging in one of the bushes, but I broke that up pretty quickly. Nothing else at all. And then they're just like, very well. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I should probably introduce ourselves and the. We should probably introduce ourselves. And the tan-skinned half-elf introduces himself as Fernando.
Fuck.
That's good.
And the scraggly bearded human says, "And I'm what voice am I doing? And I'm Morrow. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I am Ibathane No Name, the fabulous sorcerer.
Nice to meet you, Bethane.
And I'm Tholme, hero of River's Edge.
Nice to meet you, Tholme.
I'm
and
also one of them.
my lady, what's your name?
My name's Nine, and before we go with what's his name? What's your name? Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh, grab Andrew.
My name's Fat Andrew.
Andrew, there's a couple of questions that we'd like to ask you.
Right, that's fine with me. What
Sorry,
questions do you have
just
to
casual
ask?
stuff. Should we just go take a seat somewhere?
Sure thing. We got some crates over here.
Cool.
Sit down on crates.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I got my name from the crates.
So I'll just kind of like, I'll sit down. I've got my wee notebook out, and like under my breath, I'm just like zone of truth.
I'm
Okay.
DSI Tholme, hero of River's Edge. We're doing a little survey of the accommodation
Right.
and the different people around. We just want to see how
All right,
things are going.
Yes.
no problem.
So, yes, zone of truth.
Do you have
Yes,
any
do.
baking
What
experience?
does he have to do?
Da-
Who else is here?
Get out of my zone.
These two will need to take it as well.
Hello.
Oh wait. That's true. Did we think of that, or can we
I'm
just
totally
can we
fine.
just walk outside the zone? How big's the
If
zone?
you walk into the zone, it becomes you get affected by it.
I kind of want to. So what I'm thinking position. So he'll be sitting on the barrel. I'll sort of be sitting like quite close, sort of in front of him, with these two just kind of a bit of an angle behind me. So it's like I'm
Okay,
How
yeah,
big's
sort of
the
leaving
zone?
it with the two of them.
So they're just outside of the zone of
Yeah,
truth.
so
then.
it's
Yeah, I'm
15.
leaning against the wall on the other side.
Yeah. So, until the civilian creature that enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, they must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, creature can't speak a deliberate lie whilst in the radius. You know whether creature succeeds or fails.
Okay, he fails.
Fuck.
Sick.
Yes. Cool.
Well, what's your DC again? I'm assuming he fails.
14.
Yeah, he fails.
So your name is Morrow, correct?
Oh, that's my name.
You were on shift.
I'm on shift now.
Last night you're on shift as well.
I was.
And what did you see during your shift?
I mean, couple drunk people. One point there was a bit of a fight over, and he kind of points like away from the palace. Bit of a fight over there. My friend Fernando had to go break him up. He was gone for about 20 minutes or so, from what I remember. No, probably about 10. It wasn't hard to break up. One of the big orc man had won the fight by the time he got there. So I spent most of my time just kind of watching that. Was the most interesting thing.
And were you on the outside bit looking over towards?
I was up here, just
Okay.
keeping a lookout. Lorenzo was downstairs, being essentially the way we essentially work is if there's nothing happening, there's someone up here, kind of keeping lookout, and we'll message down to the other one if we see something, and they'll go check it out.
And you were there all night.
Pretty much, I
Between what? So between you came on at 10 and you left.
came on at 10, same as tonight, and then I came on was a bit late because I knew the other two here were at the party, so we came on about 11. Well, until 11, so a bit of a longer shift than normal.
Okay. And you know, I'm not pointing any fingers. It happened.
no problem,
You
it's
didn't,
fine.
You didn't you didn't doze off at any time during your shift or anything.
No, I was wide awake for the whole time.
Okay.
Did you ever leave your shift at any point? Bathroom break, toilet break, went
No,
outside, smoke break,
Did you just piss off the?
break.
I mean, I
The
usually try to not need to go to the toilet when I'm on shift. I like to think that I'm pretty good at my job. I'm gunning for a promotion, and we never know when we're gonna get a random inspection, and he kind of like looks at you and it's like this. So I like to make sure that I'm, always on point.
Any visitors during the night? Anyone come knocking? Any questions?
I think he looks over at Fernando, who's probably just standing there as well. He's like, I think you had a couple drunk people come up to you at one point and give you a bit of hassle, but they were just being friendly, really. In terms of visitors, nobody. We never really. You're probably the first visitors we've had on shift in months. The other one being the captain, who comes around sometimes, but he hasn't come around recently. I don't know. Well, as I say, I like to think I'm good at my job. And I like to think the captain thinks I'm good at my job, so we rarely get a nighttime inspection.
What's the captain's name?
The captain's name is...
Oh yeah, because we thought we should go speak to the captain, didn't we?
Edward.
Eduardo.
Captain's name is Eduardo Edwardson.
Yes.
One hell of a name, I've got to say.
Ah, was that his birth name?
Aye, yeah, his parents are the Ellie Edwardson and Eustace Edwardson.
Edward.
Edwin Edwardson and Ellie Edwardson and Eustace Edwardson. Quite a big name family in parts around here, but you know, kind of why he's captain. But he once again, while it is a legacy thing of him being captain, he's good at his job too.
Yeah.
No.
I think because we again we're not pointing any fingers, but we came up.
fine.
We were having a chat to
Andrew.
one of your colleagues, Andrew, this morning, and we just it
Aye.
was a bit messy around, and there was some strange dust that we found.
Strange dust. Not.
We don't know if you noticed anything like that or know what it could have been. It was on top of one of the crates, looking over the.
I saw some dust on there. I don't know when it got there.
What time did you see it?
Probably saw it about when I was coming close to coming off shift was when I first noticed. I mean, as I say, I don't exactly come and sit down on the crates very often.
But you're always in this room.
Last night I was in this room for the whole night.
And
yes.
what way do you face?
I mean, I walk around the outside mostly.
How slowly?
Probably once or twice a minute, depending on... I mean, quite often I'll stand in the middle. You get a 360 view from here.
So if somebody was to sneak in behind you and fart, do you think you'd hear it?
Oh, definitely. As I say, good at my job.
They would have had to have gotten past Fernando though as well to maybe get in unless they climbed at the top.
Did you bake a cake last night?
I'm not really much of a baker. Andrew's girlfriend is quite a good baker, though.
You have to marry. Shit.
How quickly can she bake a wedding cake?
So all in all, pretty normal shift.
Aye, pretty much. Nothing... I mean, to be honest, slightly more entertaining than most. Most nights there's nothing going on, but with the party I got to watch some drunk people fight that once. A lot of people just stumbling around.
Right.
It's
Can we go back
entertaining
to
a point.
Fernando? It's like I don't know if
Yes?
did you notice anything last night? Was there something in the air?
I didn't feel anything in the air last night.
You
Right,
smell
wrong
anything?
person. I
Like-
did not feel anything in the air last night at all.
Were the stars right?
The stars were... I mean, it was slightly overcast, so not really. And inside the dome, it's difficult to see the stars sometimes. They get a bit
Okay.
blue.
Is he in my zone of truth?
Yes, sure.
I was gonna say I might just walk over and be like, "Hello, friend." I'm just gonna slowly bring him
What
in.
should he say?
14.
Yeah, he fails as well.
So that was just
Okay.
that was a little ABBA joke for you guys.
Yeah, I got that.
I got it.
I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a I thought it was magic in the air or something. I
Was
was
there
like,
something in the
Yeah.
air last night? The stars so bright.
Fernando.
Fernando.
Oh shit! Fuck! That is... Do you know what?
Very good.
Fucking fox.
Fantastic. I mean, other than having to go to break up that one fight, I mean, nothing much happened last night.
And how long were you away from your post?
Probably about 10 minutes or so. It was, he'll kind of like point, he'll go over to one thing. It was over there, and it's somewhere that you reckon will take about 5 minutes to walk.
Right,
It's
then
like maybe, I mean, if we're being, and he like points towards the Order of the Gauntlet symbol, it's like, I mean, if we're being completely as by the book as possible, probably like 11 or 12 minutes.
Which way? And what's your face? Moro. You
Yes.
said you watched this fight.
I mean, I watched a bit of it.
How long of it would you say you watched?
I mean, I watched the start of it, and then messaged down to Fernando to go and break it up, and
Which
then
direction is it? Is it in the opposite direction to the tower, the west wing that we live in?
about 90 degrees.
I think the fight was a distraction.
I'm just thinking, was there a
Yeah.
fight and they both looked away and then somebody looked up? Snuck
A
in.
distraction
No.
type thing.
Who was involved in that altercation?
Just an orc, well, half orc technically. An orc and a dwarf just got a bit drunk, and I don't honestly. Fernando, did you find out why they were fighting? Fernando was like, I'm pretty sure the dwarf tried to speak Orcish because he said he was good at speaking Orcish, and then accidentally insulted the orc. I believe actually insulted his grandmother.
Is that a bad thing for orcs? Is that
Oh
like-
yes,
that like their
orcs
bottom?
are very, very protective of their grandparents.
That's weird.
Not their parents,
Ah.
but specifically their grandparents.
All right. Okay.
That's weird.
That's weird, but kind of sweet.
Differences in
In a
culture,
way.
you know. It's specifics.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, so there was a moment.
So not again, we're asking a bunch of these questions as we're trying to assess the likelihood that someone could get into the palace from one of these Gartars. If you were to leave if from last night when you left your post, is the front door locked to the barracks, or could someone access through there?
At night, the front door to the barracks is always closed, locked. Plus, if anybody that came up the stairs, I would have noticed. And I 100% guarantee you, I have no memory of anybody coming up those stairs.
No memory.
What
Has
if they
no
had cast like a
memory.
silence or silent step or whatever the fuck that's... What's that step, Tholme? The steppy...
I guess
non...
silence.
Do you mean Misty Step?
No, whatever it is where they're quiet, silent.
Silence. I mean, you'd notice a silence spell being cast because all noise that I made would stop as well.
Unless they had
Oh, that's a good point.
sneaky boots.
And to be honest, I usually kind of
Hopping
hum.
loafers.
I mean, I hum to myself when I mean, I like to think I'm. Look, it's getting a bit personal here, but I like to think I'm a bit of a good singer. It's kind of a.
That's nice.
I occasionally do daytime shows at a.
Do you do weddings?
Oh my god.
I
You know, and
occasionally
there's
do
a song
daytime.
that I think that I really like. I think it's called. It's one by ABBA. We heard of ABBA.
Fantasy ABBA.
Think of
Faba!
Faba.
Hey.
I mean,
there's a better
I
joke
perform
than that.
sometimes at a sort of like a daytime shows at a theater nearby, run by this elf man.
Ha.
Noise.
But you know, I think I'm pretty good. So I usually practice singing to myself most of the night, just quietly.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, do you guys have any more questions?
Can you just quickly go have a look at the door?
Has it been tampered with?
Yeah, I can go and have a.
Do you have that?
Just sort of like casually have a
Smash
little
it.
look at
Okay.
the door.
It's
The
just-
door
Somebody
downstairs.
picked
Yeah.
store.
Yeah, I got a non-natural 20.
Okay. Doesn't look like it's been broken down. You look around the actual keyhole to see like, is there any signs of like lockpicks being used? Because sometimes I leave scratches, and you can't really see anything like that at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck a doodle
Maybe
do.
we're going up the wrong way with this, but there was definitely powder there.
Have we worked out everything that we can from this bit? But then where's our next step?
What about the crates? Could somebody have been in one of the crates for a while?
Where do these crates come from?
I mean, some of them are supplies. There's a couple. I mean, if you want, I'll open them up, and he cracks one
There's a
open.
fucking guy in there.
Cracks one open, and there's just.
Wait, did you say cracks one open?
He cracks one open.
Oh wow, that was very well done.
That was quite good. As I say, he opens one of the crates, and there's some rations in there. There's just assorted supplies of different kinds. Some cleaning supplies in one of them.
Fucking use them more often.
There's some like healing potions as well, and he's just like, most of these are just kind of kept in case we're theoretically ever injured.
We
on
might
the
need
job.
to take some of these as evidence.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
take a
we'll be
couple of
taking
them.
some stuff for our analysis. We've got
I mean, I
our
specifically
potion. We've got a
can't.
potions lady who's doing some of our analysis for us.
I'm right here.
Oh
yes.
shit,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
with us, yes.
So yeah, you'd be able to have a look. That
I
that's
look
what
at
you were
her and just
asked,
go-
wasn't it? To have a look at
I
some
look
of
at her
the.
and I'm just like the stones we had to examine earlier.
Yeah, and we had to take some of that dust to examine. Do you think this is the kind of thing you'd be wanted to examine as well?
I mean,
She picks it up and she's like,
these are fucking.
I'm going Irish.
These are fuck.
This is pussy magic.
These are just kind of lesser healing potions. I mean, I can make much better.
Cracks one open.
Damn it.
Dips her little finger in.
Nothing.
I dip my
There's
finger as
nothing
well.
special about it, really.
Okay. No, fair enough.
Puts the lid back on. Takes another one.
Nothing special about this one either.
Are they going in her pockets when she checks them?
No, she puts them back.
Like, you
Are
know,
they going in my pockets when she checks
I don't know.
Cool.
nothing really that interesting about any of those.
Thanks, potion seller. That was great.
You're welcome.
Was there a delivery of these crates within the past few days?
I mean, these crates are. We usually. I mean, in terms of rations and that, we get a delivery of rations every few days, just because it's kind of our midnight meal / daytime meal for the day guys.
When was that?
About
Who
a month
delivers it?
ago.
Fuck.
We kind of just bring it ourselves from the guardhouse.
We are fucking stretching here, lads.
Yeah,
I
what the
honestly-
fuck?
I think we may be back later.
Fine,
but-
I'll be on all night.
Oh, I need your singing skills.
You need my singing skills,
Just outside in the garden.
right? I'm supposed to stay on guard.
I mean, 15 minutes?
But the garden's not beneath. The garden's just outside the.
Could you sing from the tower?
I mean, I could, sure.
Oh,
like
I can
this.
cast Thunder John and make his voice like 3 times louder. I can
There
carry
was
him.
something in the air that died.
Fernando's like, I'm not the one getting married.
What the fuck, dude? Can we go downstairs? When are you seen?
Downstairs, you accompany Andrew down the stairs. And yeah, he goes downstairs, and there's a beautiful blonde woman standing downstairs.
Nice.
Probably early 20s.
Does she seem nice?
She's got a lovely smile on her face. Half elf, actually, we'll say.
Gorgeous.
And yeah, she's just kind of there wearing just what looks to be her looks to kind of just be like casual-ish clothes. Smart enough to go to university in. She looks at Andrew. She's like, took you a bit longer, but you ready to go home? I've got so much to tell you about today at the university. I learned a new spell. It's awesome.
I think he's maybe.
Are you talking to Andrew yourself?
Yeah, just
right?
talking to Andrew.
I think he's.
Oh yeah, and Andrew.
You're him, right?
Yeah, I am. And Andrew was like, I'd honestly, I'd love for you to tell me all about it. But first, and he looks back. He looks at Ibathane.
I'll take a walk.
First, I have a question I wanted to ask you. And she goes, of course. What do you need to know?
I'm genuinely
And
really
he walks
scared.
over and he
I've
kind
got
of
the plan.
reaches behind into his back pocket and pulls out a small box, goes down on one knee, and he starts to like stumble over his words. She looks down at him and she goes, "You don't even need to ask it, of course." And like
As
goes
he
to hug
opens
him.
it by precedentation, a fuck out of this. So when he opens the box, right, a rose grows out of it, and its petals open, and there's a ring in it.
All right, yeah, that's
And
why.
it looks better than the
that's
one he
why he kind of stumbles over his words because he looks at it, he's like, what? And she like looks at it, begins to tear up, and as I said, she goes, "You don't even need to ask, of course," and like dives on him and hugs him.
Aww.
And he goes, I didn't. Of course, and like just goes to hug and like they embrace for a bit, and then as they stand up, she goes, "When's the wedding? I've been waiting for you to ask for ages."
Now, I am Ibathane, known named the Fabulous Sorcerer, and I am your wedding planner!
I'm okay, sure.
And she's the vicar. Anyway, I'm going to have to ask to
She-
invoke the rule of cool.
Yeah.
If I cast Phantasmal Force as a highest level spell than it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
will you allow me to affect both of them?
Yes.
And for it to be, instead of sort of one thing that's 10 foot across, more of like a 10-foot scene with like a sort of arch of flowers.
Yes. I 100%
She's wearing a
allow
white
it,
dress,
I'll
he's
put
wearing
my
a
minor
tux.
illusion in there as
Nine
well.
is dressed 100% like a vicar.
Okay. She's.
What?
She's got a full
So I was gonna
hat
say-
on.
You don't know.
She looks at the fact that 9 is here and she's like, Oh my god, that's such an honour from a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
There's
Wow.
flowers everywhere, and they're their favourites.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is, but they're
Yeah, just
favourites.
you don't need
There's like a fucking red carpet going up to the front.
ponds with lilies, hundreds of lilies floating on top of them up here.
And then message, now, message
eh?
up top.
Oh yes, and I tap into his airwaves and go, Morrow, that's your cue. Wait a minute. Folmy has a guitar.
Oh my god! Yes.
Fuck, he's never even told you guys he's got one.
He pulls it out the bag of holding.
He's got a lute. he goes, no, wait, I'm just gonna take fucking ages to tune. I've not played this thing in ages. And then he goes, right, so Bobby's just got his guitar. So what's happened?
So, I'm going to describe the scene.
Yeah.
After a few moments, Ibathane sets up this magical scene. He looks over towards highs or lows. Highs or fucking lows on this.
Lows.
God, I hope you get this. God, I'm so glad you do. From out of nowhere appears a tabaxi man who runs up. Just because I want this to happen. Out of nowhere, a tabaxi runs up and just looks at the clothes they're both wearing, whips out a single claw,
yes!
and cuts just up whatever they're wearing to make it look beautiful. I don't know how, but it does. And he looks towards you and he's just like, wherever I am needed, I will be there. Doffs his hat and disappears off into the night.
Do you know, that was a bit sinister. He's going on the fucking suspect list.
Just because I want them to have nice clothes.
What a brilliant man.
Or you can just like...
their phantasmal force will just make their clothes look even better, like their clothes.
And then he sets up this beautiful scene for them, but only for the two of them, and the rest of you are placed by Ibathane, like, you need to pretend to sit here.
Pretend to sit.
And they look at each other, and they're a bit like, I wasn't expecting this to happen so soon, but I'm glad it's happening in the gardens where we met, of all places. And they smile at each other and begin to walk down the aisle that they can see.
And Tholme is still it's happening quite quickly. Tholme's still rummaging in his bag, and he brings out this lute that you guys have never seen before.
Oh, we can play the
And he's
guitar.
sitting fiddling about with the tuning knobs and stuff, and he messages up to Morrow, and he's like, Morrow, put it in E major, and then he goes,
I'll give it a go. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. There was something in the air last night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando.
It's so beautiful. It's my finest work.
As the song ends, you all hear the sound of a bowstring go off, and something impacts into the side of the guard tower, and out of nowhere a green form swings down and lands.
Fuck!
Lands next to 9. A man dressed all in green with a bow and arrow in his hand and a big bushy beard as though he's been lost at sea for days. Fuck! And Andrew looks at him, and Philip says to Andrew, it's just like, brother, I'd never miss your wedding.
Fuck, that's so... He needs a best man. Oh my
He's
god.
like, I promised I'd be your best man one day. And the two of them look at him and just like, we'll get to this. And they're standing in front of 9. And what does 9 say?
I haven't prepared this, really.
It's fine, because 9 hasn't either. Wait, every season we have to get 9 to do a speech
Which
of
he
some
doesn't
sort.
want to do.
Well, I've got some inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragonborn, human, chaos in the
He's
audience,
gonna play a nice
There's
little
a
tune
half,
over it.
she's a half elf.
half elf. Today we have all joined together. Stop fucking doing that.
No, this is good. Keep
Today
going.
we have all come together very last minute, to join in the joyous union of what's their names?
Sarah and Alex.
Sarah and Alex.
Sarah and Andrew.
Andrew.
Sarah and Andrew. Some of us from much further than was ever thought possible. And I'll look to Philip as this is happening. These are two people who many of us might not have known very well, but we can say that they have all touched our hearts in ways that we didn't think was ever possible. Now, Sarah, do you take Andrew to be your lawfully wedded husband in all the realms, in all the planes, with your emperor guiding you in whatever way that you need?
I do.
Now, Andrew, do you take Sarah to be your lawfully wedded wife in all the planes and all and all the realms of existence, with your emperor to guide you through any trials that you will have together? Are you actually crying?
Shut up, you're crying.
I do.
Now, together you will face any trials. You will give each other a +2 to AC in combat.
You touch them both on the shoulders, and a glowing light comes from your hands and joins the two of them. And yeah, whenever they're within 30 feet of each other from now on, they gain a +2 bonus to AC.
Fireworks up. Fireworks go up behind them from the prestidigitation. I'm blasting fireballs out of my hands like no one's fucking business.
Perfect. Yeah.
You are now joined in the eyes of the Emperor, in the eyes of the Order, and in the eyes of these two fuckwits. May you have a long and joyous life together. That's it. That's all I got.
They hug and they kiss and then hug, and they're like, they turn to the three of you and they're like, we this was so unplanned, and Philip's back, and this is all Sarah talking. She's like, and Philip's back, and this is, I don't know how to thank you. Wow, this is such an amazing day.
Well, anyway, we've got the murder that got solved, so remember,
A
one
cake.
shot.
We have a cake to
Go
go
make
get.
babies.
You have a cake. I mean, it's getting late. I was wondering if maybe we could all go get a drink or something.
That sounds better.
That sounds
sound pretty good.
better. Yeah, that sounds better than like.
Just not too many. I've got to be back at university for enchantment lessons in the morning, but
Oh, do you?
Only like 4 or 6. 4 or 6?
that sounds perfect.
Wonderful. Hey, Potion Settler, you look like you drink like a champion.
I mean, mostly potions, but sure.
What's in them?
Various different things.
Oh, no, you know, I regret asking. Let's go get fucked up.